Hi Year 2, Mrs Bird here with another Science Rewind. This time we're focusing on food chains. So our what is to create a food chain for a chosen habitat. Can you remember what a food chain is? Okay, a food chain shows us how each animal gets its food. My turn. A food chain shows us how each animal gets its food. I'll point to the words, you read the words, your turn. Fantastic. If you pause the video now, you can write that in your book. So here is an example of a food chain. So the arrows means is eaten by. And we always start a food chain with a green plant. So in this case, my food chain is a plant is eaten by a caterpillar, and the caterpillar is eaten by the bird. The arrows show the flow of the energy through the food. Pause it now so that you can write this in your book. The arrow means is eaten by. Okay, fantastic. What I'd like you to do now is have a look at my pictures. I'll just remove these. Have a look at my pictures. Okay, so these are some animals and some plants. What I'd like you to do is talk to the adult next to you, okay, and tell them how you would organise these pictures to create a food chain. Okay, pause it now so that you can talk to that adult. Fantastic. Okay, so we have to remember that a food chain always starts with a green plant. So our green plant would go at the beginning. Okay, we need to add our arrows, because our arrows means is eaten by. Okay, and I know that zebras eat grass. Okay, so this food chain is now showing that grass is eaten by a zebra, and the zebra is eaten by a lion. Fantastic. We need to remember that the green plant always starts our food chain, and our arrows, we need to make sure that they are going the right way, means is eaten by. What I would like you to do is I'd like you to have a think about a habitat. So it could be any habitat, and remember we were looking at habitats the other day. So our habitat is an environment or a place where plants and animals live. So you could think about a habitat. It could be a garden, it could be a woodland, it could be a forest, it could be the sea. And I would like you to create food chains for the animals in that habitat. For example, if I was thinking about the woodland, I might have a bird in my habitat. I might have a rabbit in my habitat. I might have a worm in my habitat, or I might have a fox. In my habitat. And what I would do is I need to create a food chain for one of those animals. So I'm going to pick my bird, so my blackbird, okay? And I'm going to say that will be at the end of my food chain. So I need to think back and think about what those animals eat. So I'm going to start with some leaves, some dead leaves. Okay, so these are my leaf litter that you might find in the garden that have fallen off the trees. And these are eaten by a worm. Okay, and then my worm is eaten by my blackbird. Oh dear, not very good with my blackbird. Let's have another go. Okay. Is eaten by my blackbird. So my food chain, I've got my leaf litter, is eaten by a worm, and that is eaten by a blackbird. What I would really like you to do is think of your own. Think of a habitat and think of the animals that are in that habitat and create a food chain for those animals. So please share your food chains with us on Dojo. We'd love to see them, and I hope your drawings are better than mine. See you soon, Year 2.